Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be doing glass and patterns. So what I'm going to be doing as well is depth of field with you and showing you how to make that as well. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is let's go to the render engine right here. We're going to switch Eevee out to cycles, and what I'm going to do is delete the default cube and we'll add a plane. So S for scale. Let's go ahead and go to the shading tab right here because we're going to need a pattern on this. So let's go with new. And what I'm going to do is magic. So let's go ahead and add, and we'll go textures, and you should have magic texture right here. You can also type this in if you can't find it. So we'll take the magic texture right here. We'll go color to base color in Principled BSDF, and we're just going to go ahead, scale this up a little bit. You can also change the distortion as well, so we kind of got these funky patterns going on, and this is the kind of stuff that we want at the moment. So what I'm going to do is let's go add, let's go color ramp onto this as well. So we've got this nice black and white texture. Now if you pull these two closer together, the more contrast they will be. So we kind of want that nice little contrast going on. I'm going to go ahead back to layout. And let's go and let's add a UV sphere in the middle of here. So let's go with G. We'll bring this up just about here. Right click, shade smooth. And we're going to go ahead into the materials tab and we'll click new. Switch out the Principled BSDF to glass BSDF and turn down the roughness. So once we send this to kind of a render, we should have something that looks like this. Now what I'm going to do for this project is go to the world settings, and we'll go ahead and just make this black in the background right here, so that when we come to place this at the side, we can kind of see the patterns a little bit better. What I'm going to do here is let's go S for scale. I'm going to scale this up a little bit. And then I'm going to come back to the shading tab and we'll scale the magic texture up a little bit as well. So we should have something akin to this. So let's go back to layout real quick. And now we can see that we have this nice little reflection inside of the glass. So I'm going to leave the lighting where it is at the moment. If I can find the light, I believe it's about here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we have the light right here and we just click on this, we should get a data tab at the side, which is a little light bulb. You can go ahead if you want to extend the exposure just ever so slightly, so we've got a little bit more. I may just take down the shine on this as well. So let's go to material for the plane at the bottom and just turn up the roughness. So now we can see that we've got the light coming through here. We've got the background. I think that sphere is just slightly off, which it is. I'm just going to go ahead and just place this upwards just a little bit so it's just nice and neat on the plane. And now we should have a nice little sphere. So to get that depth of field that I was speaking about, let's go to view, align view, and you want to align camera to view. So this is your camera box right here. We can press G and we can move this around. If you want to rotate this upwards, so maybe we can bring this down to the plane at the bottom right here, we can go R for rotate, hold in the center scroll, and then you can move this up kind of thing. So you can have something like that. If that is too far down for you, you can also move this upwards. Just press G and then go for R for rotate and just go ahead and move that down just as such. So it's going to go G, and then if you want to move out as well, you can press G, I think it is, and just kind of move the mouse backwards like this. Okay, so once we've got something like this, we need to do depth of field. So, bearing in mind, have your camera selected, go to the data settings for your camera just at the side right here. We're going to select depth of field, which is underneath viewport display just right here. You're going to want to go to the dropper on focus on objects and just click the sphere. We'll then go down to aperture, f-stop, and you want to go ahead and place your f-stop down. So now you can see we've got the focus on the sphere right here, and then it's blurred the foreground and it's also blurred the background. This is because the depth of field is 0.1. Now if we move this up to 0.2, you'll see that that field widens just ever so slightly. So you're going to want a nice little sweet spot of blurred background, a blurred foreground, and then the sphere in focus, just as such. So I've got mine set to 0.8. Depending on how big your sphere is and how big your project is, it may be a smaller f-stop, it may be a larger f-stop, depending on what you'd like and what your preference is. So that's essentially the tutorial today, depth of field and some contrasting stuff. And also the magic tab as well. The magic, what was it called again? The magic, hold on. Yeah, there we go, the magic texture. So, yeah, that's the tutorial for today. If you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, give us a follow. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.